Being a woman trying to raise a man is not an easy thing. Jaden didn't have a relationship with his father at all. What little conversations he did have with his father, they were always broken promises. That led to Jaden being a very, very, very angry child. His way of coping was to just become very quiet.
I had a lot of anger, so I stayed in the house, on the couch.
There came a time when I would watch him do things with his Legos, and the things he was saying back and forth with his Legos, it was just all wrong. I thought, oh no, I gotta do something. So not only did I get him counseling, I realized then and there I needed to get somebody positive in Jaden's life.
I moved back to the area after I got off active duty. Rode my motorcycle around the country because I didn't know what I was doing for a few months, and then came back kind of not intending to farm. Started really realizing that I enjoyed it and totally took it for granted. It's a great job, and working with my dad is a real privilege to be able to do that. I guess I just never thought about how lucky I was to have all the opportunities I did.
Jason came into mine and Jaden's life. It did take a while. Jaden was on the waiting list. Marvin came and sat down and did our interview. I wasn't sure it was gonna work out. He was this really nice guy, very sweet, really nice. But my child at the time was still stuck behind his video game, and he couldn't have been more rude during that interview.
When Jaden and I first met, I was kind of a little bit apprehensive, but also really looking forward to it.
When I was going to meet Jason, I was excited, but I wasn't as excited as he was. And it was more like me not caring as much as I should have.
You know, at first I wasn't sure I would have what it takes, and then I was worried about coming up with something awesome and new and cool every time. And but then I realized it's really just about spending time together. So he gives me somebody to play air hockey and skee ball with, you know, and run around, and gives me an excuse to build model rockets. Just a whole lot of fun.
Jason has affected Jaden's life in a very positive way. Jaden has become more outgoing, outspoken, believe it or not. Jaden has also taken more responsibility in his schoolwork. Jason has made an impact on Jaden.
I really think that Jaden is way more open to the world and to the possibilities that are there, and seeing the good in people, enjoying interacting with people a lot more. Just realizing that there's a whole big, beautiful world of possibilities out there.
Anybody can become a big. It doesn't take much, but a big heart and a desire to want to help a child.
So you don't have to be Superman to be a big. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You know, it doesn't take much. There's a huge backlog of kids waiting for bigs. You'll get way more out of it than you think.
I know that Big Brothers Big Sisters has been a life-changing event for my son, Jaden.
It doesn't take much when you're a kid to get you discouraged, I think. You can have one or two bad experiences and you start thinking that's a pattern, right? The whole world's like that. You start to realize just what a wonderful world full of possibility it really can be, right?
All it takes is one person to make a difference in these kids' lives. And you never know, the smallest thing that you do for these littles can make a difference. Make a choice to volunteer.
If you just even have the slightest impulse that, oh, maybe this is something that I would try out, and say, absolutely do it. Because just the fact that you're interested at all, that's all it takes. Believe me, you'll get way more out of it than you think.
I feel protected. Like, he'll be there. Feel loved. I think he's just great. And no one could replace him.